You ever wondered what a 1975 Honda CB550F looks like, completely stripped down and disassembled? No? Just me? Well, for anyone out there that really does actually care, this is what I've been kind of working on lately. Um, as I said, it's a 1975 Honda CB550F, four-cylinder, absolute classic bike. I mean, these things are killer. They were the original super sport bikes back in their day, and they absolutely dominated. And this bike needs some saving. Um, it wasn't too bad when I bought it. The wiring was a little Frankenstein. Um, the rear drum brake was seized. The front brake didn't work at all. I don't think this thing has been ran in over 10 years. It has been quite a while with this thing not running. So my intention and goal is to hopefully save this absolute classic bike. Um, I'm going to do probably a bit of a cafe racer style, but I'm not going to be chopping any part of the frame. So I'm going to do as close as I can to get that style. Kind of my own little build, like a brat cafe racer style, but I don't want to touch the frame. Too many of these bikes have been absolutely chopped up, and I intend to keep it in its stock glory. Um, yeah, a little bit about it. The gas tank is completely rusted out. Um, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to fix that. The wiring harness was a little shoddy. It's old. It's 50 years old. The ignition switch was, uh, as you can see here, is completely fucking mangled. They had a jumper cable in it to start the bike that way because the key was actually stuck in the ignition switch. Um, and yeah, these things, handlebars were getting old. None of the levers worked. Obviously, brakes didn't work. Um, the front forks need to be rebuilt. The chain is completely rusted. I have very strong reason to believe that that is the stock chain from 1975. So that needed to go. And then the rear shocks are looking a little old. I'm going to replace those. And carburetors, they just need to be clean. They're in okay shape. Um, and yeah, ignition coils probably need to be replaced as well. And probably made to do some wiring here on the points harness thing that goes to the ignition coils. It's looking kind of rough. I'm probably gonna, I don't think there's an electric ignition in here yet, so I'll be doing that as well. And then lastly, I'm gonna be redoing the wiring on here with, I'm thinking the Moto Gadget M unit to kind of modernize the bike, right? It gets rid of all of the fuses, which are actually over here. Um, this is all those fuses and relays. It gets rid of most of those. I think I still need the starter solenoid in those. But yeah, I'm gonna be redoing the wiring and making a little box that'll go right under here the seat, and probably get rid of the airbox. I've really been fighting with that decision because I'm gonna do pod filters, and I know there's some controversy with pod filters on the carbs, but it will free up literally this entire triangle space is going to be completely free, and it'll be a really clean look, I think. So, uh, yeah, I gotta get these headset bearings out of there and get new ones in, obviously, and get this thing sandblasted and powder coated to look completely new. And I haven't done a compression test on the engine yet, so that's to come. I am learning as I go here. I debated for a while on actually recording the footage here because I'm not what I like to say an expert on these bikes. I got a knack for learning and picking things up and reading the manuals and knowing what to do. And they're really not that complicated, but I'm not an expert and I don't want to mislead anybody if I'm not doing something the right way. But ultimately, I decided to film me rebuilding everything just in case there's anyone else out there that can learn from the mistakes that I'm doing on here, and to just put out some content and have some documentation of me rebuilding this thing. So, um, yeah, I got some more videos to come on that. I'm gonna be doing a compression test, like I said, probably in the next video, because I do need to test how that is doing. Because if the compression's not going well, it's gonna need to top and rebuild, which I have never done before. That's gonna be a learning experience for me. And then putting it all back together. I'm a little nervous about it. It's really easy to take things apart. When it comes to putting it back together, from my experience, it can be a little shoddy. So, um, yeah, if anyone's interested, and stick around and let me know if there's anything else you want to see or any kind of additional uh, things I should do to it, or any tips or suggestions anybody has. I'm all ears and open. So yeah, let's get it.